Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. Definitely helps the channel grow. Now, this is the same deck from last time. We got more footage, right? So I just wanted to put the deck list up there to make sure everybody knows that it's the same deck list from the last lore video. But we do have two newer builds that we're going to show eventually. And I just want to reiterate, I do feel like the 7-drop Kid and the 6-drop Basil Hawkins is interchangeable. But now I would also like to say, well, maybe you can, if you feel comfortable, you might be able to just put like 4 and 2 or 3, 3. You know, so if you see yourself not being fond of one of the cards that we have in the deck, like, you know, maybe a 5-drop Odyssey Luffy is not for you, and you rather just have more defense or more offense, yada yada, you can interchange that. You know, whatever cards you see in the deck that you probably wouldn't, you know, care to play, it's like, okay, well, here you go. Now you can add more top end power. But yes, the higher drop build of the deck, this whole thing is mainly designed to make it more comfortable for Law to fight back and keep bodies on the board, since it's just a little too easy for the small drops to be removed from the board. Almost like any effect in this game is going to be able to target a small drop. You know, I'm not even too sure if there's cards that, I mean, no, there's probably a card out there that, you know, has a minimum without it being like 2, 1, and 0. But for the most part, it's like if it can hit a 5-drop, it can hit a 1-drop. And if it can't hit a 5-drop, it can hit a 1-drop. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, yeah. So if you want to add more of the higher drops, i.e. the Basil Hawkins, which is technically great in this era of the meta, because his effect allows him to be sticky, and the 7-drop Kid, who's just a much bigger body, right? Like 7 cost is harder to cost reduce, and 7,000 power, but can swing for 8 and keep himself active, so that way you can, you know, be offensive every turn with a big swing. You know, there's a lot of good options. There's a lot of good options between the two if you want to play like either 4 of and then 2 of, or 3, 3, or whatever. It's up to y'all, but that's the mentality. Bigger bodies have a better chance of staying on the board and fighting back. A combination of the two. Shamble shenanigans. Yeah, that's an engine right there. So take that off the board. And they save it, understandable. Unless they play something to... Oh, no. He draws. Yeah, okay. He draws. I was thinking every time he attacked, that's Chopper. It's every time you play, you look at the top card. But he's going to be able to, I want to say, just play extra cards because he can try to keep drawing a card. I probably wouldn't have attacked. Probably would have just left him active. Because right now, I would imagine it's very important to just keep getting them cards in your hand. See? It's going to be too hard to protect. And you're going for it. Yeah, you should have just kept them active. And then next turn, draw another card. So on and so forth. Hope you hit with the Ivankov on summon, because there's an Ivankov in their hand. People gotta understand when you gotta leave your life open. This game's about resources, and when you give your opponent something to attack, you're essentially just making things easy for them. It's like, I'd rather attack this than attack your life. Sorry we missed a Friday upload, by the way. Just going to throw that out there. Sorry we missed a Friday upload. It's just everybody's getting sick. So Keep y'all safe. Keep y'all safe. What am I trying to say? Keep ourselves safe out there. Guess we're still in the whole cold and flu season thing, but cold and flu season ain't what it used to be. Now you gotta fight for your life. All these extra strands of yada yada. So this is what I like to see for the most part. You just got 6 and 7 and 6 and just bigger bodies on the board. That's what I want to see with a newer updated law deck. There's bigger bodies on the board. It's like, yeah, this is going to be a lot harder for you to get over. And it's funny because they're all blockers. Yeah, I can't see the Zoro Sanji player being able to overcome this one. I really don't understand the point of duo cards. I feel like they're not impactful enough. Like there's no significance to them that says, yeah, duo cards are like this. Like we have dual color leaders, we have 6K leaders, we have the monocolor leaders, and it's like they all have this general idea to them, right? Dual colors usually have less life because they have access to two colors. If you got 5 life and you have access to 2 colors, and guess what? You can't attack. Yada 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 yada. But we have cards and leaders, well, just the one leader so far, where it's like 2 characters in the card, but you're not really doing anything. So to my knowledge, right, like if Zoro Sanji was to attack a buggy that can't be KO'd from slash attribute, he would still be protected. So it's like, I thought maybe, hey, that was going to be a way to get around that. But to my knowledge, it's not. So yeah, I don't get it. Oh wow, we're getting rid of the 5-drop Luffy. That's interesting. Did they just put in play the Noah's Ark? Yeah, I think they understand that this is over. Not much they can do. Yeah, this game would be a lot different for them if they didn't leave Ivankov rested. They were better off just guaranteeing themselves an attacker. Yeah, we can't keep that, and we can't keep that. The funny thing is, if we countered out a 1, I think Cavendish has counter, right? Then we would have kept 1. Oh, going for 7-drop kid. We might have game though. Looks like we're prolonging this. Oh no, that's a blocker, right? So it wouldn't matter. Why is he thinking so hard? Yeah, it's like, come on. Attack. You can actually play Cavendish and Chopper, and then still have enough for like a shambles restand. Whoop whoop. I don't know. I think the game's over here. Not too sure what we're doing. Yeah, they didn't have much cards in hand. Could attack with Basil. And if they took, restand, swing again. What would have been? Would have been a lot stronger, right? 9K swing, because he keeps the pump. It would have been funny, right? Get countered out, but then I can't see them winning next turn anyway. So here we go up against Bello Betty. There we go. Felt like I was about to mess it up again. Yeah, I feel like Red Luffy right there. You just always need him as just in case. You just never know. I low-key feel like Red, the 3-drop Zoro is interchangeable. But he's such a staple, right? And just because you're such a staple doesn't mean you have to go in the deck. Like, work with me here, right? I know that. I learned that. But, he just fits regardless of him being a really good staple. He just fits regardless. But I do feel like it is plausible to think about him. That's what I'm trying to say. Not saying that he should come out. No, wouldn't dare say that. But it all depends on the route you're trying to go, the build you're trying to go. Now, we got so many red 1-drops, and the higher ends are the greens, that it's like, we wouldn't essentially have enough no matter what for shambles plays and yada yadas. But when it comes to Luffy, 5-drop Luffy, he gets past blockers, since that's like built in. You always have the potential to help you close out a game if you really need it. Zoro is Rush, and Rush can help you close out games, which is why, a lot of effects that have Rush have like these certain conditions on it. They don't want you to just be able to steal games like that. But, getting past the blocker, I think is just more valuable. Oh, wow. He protected it. And he protected that. This is very weird. Now, granted, our board is vulnerable. We do not have any Don up to be able to activate Radical Beam, but hey, that's fine. I don't think they're going to play any rush cards. So the only attack that they're going to be swinging with is their leader. Going for life, and we choose to take. Okay, then. I thought it was going to do like a 1K count, a 2K counter, since it was a 6K swing. So our board is full and healthy. We can definitely hurt. Oh, right. He played, what's his name? Karasu, is that his name? That's the minus 1K. So I can see Nami attacking. Luffy's already committing to an attack. I wonder if we're going to put Don on the Don. Swing for 5. We got so many cards in our hand. There has to be some plays. Right? We have to have some shenanigans, some plays. Dag, Bello Betty is on the verge of being bankrupt right now. I mean, that's the classic. Bring out blocker law. Shambles one of the cards on the board with something else in your hand. Normally, yeah, you'll get your 2Ks and your searchers. Making a decision with Luffy. That's interesting. Essentially, oh, okay, and we're going to hard cast. And now we just saved our Bonnie. Oh, we got Zoro for more pressure. Okay, we're not going to put more pressure on. That's still smart too. See, and that's what makes Zoro, worth leaving in the deck, right? Like he if anything, how should I say this? When the term staple truly applies when it comes to the law deck, because of there's combos and stuff like that. But like I said, it all depends on what you're looking for, your route that you're gonna go, yada yada. So never let cards hold you back from like potentially tapping into the full potential of a build. Now this looks a little scary, does it not? If it wasn't for all the damn cards in our hand. All right. So that essentially means block 2k. And no, there's too many attacks behind that, right? Well, we got so many damn cards in our hand, it doesn't matter. And then it just got 3 more attacks. And since they don't got no blockers, we don't need the Luffys. Oh, you let it go? We have at least 2. Okay. Oh wait, duh. We had to let it go. Mathematically, we was running out of steam. All right, here we go up against the purple Luffy. Because he had 2 more attacks, so we needed to make sure we had the counter out of 1 attack and block the other. So yeah, that was important to just let it go. I wonder if there was some math where we could have like blocked, dropped 1 card, and then had the counter power for like the other stuff. Not too sure. Oh, we're going to be aggressive. I respect it. I always respect seeing people swing with low drops. It always puts your opponent on, I don't know what the right word is, but they have to respond to it no matter what. Now, I will say when your opponent has a low drop on their board, then it's almost just evens out. You still get more value because, you got to attack like offensively and, they just swing into a low drop. But the max value is when it's like you Don stack your 2k or 3k card, you Don stack it, you swing, and then they have to use a 5k swing on that 2-3k character. That's like the max value that you're gonna get, situations. But it hurts a little bit when they have a 2k or 3k of their own that they can just swing right onto your character. But once again, you still gain the value because they had to either take life or defend life. So if you can find an opportunity to turn your searchers into aggro characters, and I say take those opportunities. I think in the long run, they always give you necessary value. Like you get to the late game and you're like, man, I'm so happy I swung with Brand New. I'm so happy I swung with Nami, so on and so forth. I love seeing like board state be 4 or 5 characters, and it just makes me think, okay, what shenanigans is this law player about to do? What kind of combo plays are we about to see? There's always like a little level of excitement. I can't help it. Protect our Bonnie. Oh, we get a chopper. Thank you for not whiffing. And with a hand like this, I can imagine that we can probably rotate through the whole deck. I think we can play enough searching to literally rotate through the whole deck. Because keep in mind, 50 card deck, right? But you start out with 10 cards out of the deck, essentially, so 40. So you're just like, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's still a lot. But, you gotta, if you play like 5 search cards, you already know it's like, oh, okay. I gotta be aware of I'm about to cycle back into my rotation, my deck. Oh, look at all the Cavendishes this is. I wonder how strong of a counterattack we can do right now, because Purple Luffy's hand is large, and he has 3 big bodies on the board. So I'm wondering right now. Do we put pressure on life? Okay. Get a search. We're gonna try to do some restand law damage. How many searches we did? So I think we already like moved 20 cards through the deck. Already that fast when you think about it, right? $2K over. $2K over is the real magic number. Because, you know, I think swinging for 7 was always seen as the magic number, which holds a lot of truth. But if the numbers on the board are different, the math is different, then just always remember 2K over, just 2 points over. Oh, going for life. Heh. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I really thought we were setting up for a restand law play. But this is obviously better. We got 3 blockers and a radical beam that we can play. And our hand is looking crazy. This is a weird game because both players' hand sizes are looking crazy. Gotta pay attention to what they pluck. Oh, that's blocker Nami, I believe. Yep. So he's thinking. That is a giant swing. And with 2 9K swings guaranteed, like right now, that's 4 down on. So that's 9. Then Big Mom is 9. So we got to be careful. Okay, another 10K swing. Oh, Luffy's 9. Did he put 1 Don? Okay, block that. Okay, he put 2 Don. So quick with the chopper block. Yep, chopper block again. 2 Don up. We can imagine that he got some events ready to go. Ooh, you gotta love seeing Otama. Luffy is the easier one, but Big Mom would be the bigger threat. Okay, so Luffy's now 6K. Making these swings a lot easier. I would like to see some Don X. Because it's like Luffy got plenty of cards in hand. I don't want to see him losing just 1 card. Unless it's the event, right? Because obviously the event will allow him to swing for a lot. I mean, defend for a lot. All right, see? Let's see 2 cards out that hand. Now, I'm guessing we want to guarantee the Luffy off the board, but then we're also thinking here. Okay. We're trying to take Luffy off the board, and Luffy is now off the board. Chip at life, and they choose to take, which sounds crazy. There we go. We got another blocker, bigger body. We only got the Don on the board in terms of the recycling our searchers. We decided to get rid of a lot of our searchers here. What type of play is this going to be? Well, we have blocker law. That's 6, yeah. Because if you're thinking about, blocking, then you could just do that. And now they want to attack blocker law, which is probably what the agenda was. Okay. Now it's like block and counter out that decision. You know what? We're fearing a Kaido bomb. That's what we're fearing. Okay. What a bluff. That was a good one. I ain't gonna lie. I really was like, well, I wonder if he drew that. Because I would have just played that Luffy, real talk. I would have just played that Luffy. Oh, we get another blocker law. That, but we chucked like all our reds. I ain't gonna lie to you, we chucked all them reds. Well, get some value out of the Don. Good stuff. And that was 2 searches that Luffy player attacked us with. Luffy's hand is still looking crazy. Mind you, we played all this search and all this stuff. And look at our hand versus Luffy's hand. Ooh, there's all our delicious red cards. Luckily, we got something out of it. Yeah, put some Don, swing, shambles, Don, swing. It's just going to be a bunch of Don X swings. That's what I see right now. Oh, go for life. I respect it because they got 1 life. They have to respond to this. Yeah, Big Mom's a threat, but you got 1 life left, 1 blocker. You have to respond. So we know resources are coming out their hand. Now it's just mathematical sensitivity. Ooh, just a plain 6K swing. And they choose to block. Okay. Going for life again because what? It's going to demand more from our opponent. Now, I feel like this is when we're supposed to shambles and get the Kid Killer in play. Now, the question is, do we feel comfortable enough attacking Kid Board or do we still go for life? Oh, what did we just do? Are we going for game right here? Attack 7. Okay. You can imagine they got another one. And because of the game state, they would have to play it. We're looking for something. If that was the play, then we must be looking for something. We're not looking for something. Pfft. Listen, I would have activated search just to give him something to attack. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have activated that search just so he can be enticed to attack it. Man, so I really thought we was going to put the pressure and just keep swinging and swinging and swinging. Now, granted, they still had 1 life and they still had what looks like another event in their hand. So I can't blame our player for just saying, you know what? I'm going to bow out gracefully from this turn. We got so much offense. We have a crazy amount of offense. The thing is that our color combination is now suffering. We bottom decked a row of reds. Oh, well, we can pluck a red right there. But yes, we have bottom decked. Oh, we're going. Oh, he's seeing it. He's seeing that he should have went for the Luffy so we can rest a blocker. But this is fine. This is so much pressure that they have to respond to. And we still got a lot of blockers. That's kind of telling. When you think about it, that's kind of telling. Okay, poke. Get them to play something. Get 2 back. This is crazy. We're gonna hard cast? Okay, Cavendish is gave us all the value he needed to give us. I wonder if that Luffy's been bluffing with 1 Don this whole time. But then again, it is an event that you just don't want to just throw out there like that because it eats up 2 Don. Okay, there it goes. Well, yeah, I would imagine restand law. If you obviously if it's blocker law, then like there's no way we're gonna lose that 1 turn. The safest thing is to end. We got attack. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it wouldn't have been safe at all. Especially since he gave himself 2 new cards, 2 new options. But I think this is guaranteed game unless there is a Kaido bomb. A Kaido, no, not even a Kaido. How many counter power we got? Not a lot. So Kaido bomb, I don't know how many Don they have, but it's not 10. So if it's not 10 and they was able to play Kaido, then we would have been safe. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Yeah, that's it. No options. It doesn't really matter what you play. If you play a Big Mom, it can stall you out for a turn. But you're discarding a card, which is information for us. So there's no way. Oh! Wrong target, buddy. Wrong target. Wrong target. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. People are not reading the cards. That's a free attack. Attack. That Basil is earning his place in this deck. I hope y'all see that too. Well, Thanks for watching. Subscribe.